So it's time to level up your fishing game. If you're new to bass fishing, or you've been fishing a spinning rod your whole life, here's the next step that you need to take to improve your bass fishing game. You need to learn to fish a baitcaster. Baitcaster is definitely the pro's choice to bass fish. When you're trying to land your bait, real specific targets like inside the holes or right next to a lily pad, such as this is where a baitcaster really shines. You can drop that bait or put it exactly where you need it to be. Your accuracy is so much better with a baitcaster than a spinning reel. Now, if you're new to fishing and you still got to learn the basics, what you probably want to start with is a spinning reel. Watch my previous video on how to fish a spinning reel first before you attempt to try to fish a baitcaster. Now, the reason you should learn to fish a spinning rod first is because it's basically the same mechanics. Rod back, rod forward. Learning to load the rod up with the bait allows you to learn how to cast. Use the rod, flex like a natural whip to get that bait out there. Now, before we really get into the meat of the video, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, like and follow our channel for more information on how to bass fish. Now, if you're just picking up the baitcaster, this is what I recommend. If you're right-handed, pick up a left-hand retrieve. That's the handle on the left side. That is a right-handed person's most natural and most efficient way to fish. Most people learn to fish a baitcaster on the wrong side. Now, if you're left-handed, you want to pick up a right handle side. It'll make you more efficient because you won't lose a second or two as you're switching hands as you go to begin your retrieve. All right, here are the basic components of a baitcaster. This is your reel handle. This is your star drag. Your star drag will spin forward and back. This is your thumb bar. This is the spool where your line goes. The bar that goes across there is your level line. That's gonna be your line guide. And as your line goes in and out, it's what allows it to kind of feed the spool nice and clean. This is your side brake. This helps you when you're in heavy wind or if you're dealing with heavier or lighter lures, and that just wants to turn clockwise or counterclockwise. Generally they have settings of anywhere between 1 and 10. Now, when you go to release the spool on a baitcaster, you want to press this button, and as you press that button, you want that thumb to press down on that spool. So I press the button. If I let my thumb go, the spool will feed line out, and that's where you want to control it with this tension on this knob right here. Tightening that or loosening it will make the spool turn faster or slower. When you're first starting, you want that brake to be set pretty good. Those are the basics of a baitcaster. Now, when you're fishing a baitcaster, it's all about thumb control. You got to develop muscle memory in that thumb because the thumb feathers the spool and prevents backlashes. Now that you know the basics of the baitcaster, let's talk about basic setup. You want to set the tension on the spool tension knob tight enough that when you depress the thumb bar and you let the bait go down, you see the spool will go down, and once it hits the bottom, that spool will stop. That'll prevent it from overrunning and creating backlash. Now, the better you get, the more you want to loosen that knob, and then thumb control will prevent that from happening. The beauty of the baitcaster and what gives it its precision is that thumb control. You can stop the spool and put your bait exactly where you need it to be. So if you're pitching it into a hole, you can use that thumb to stop it right as it lands into that hole. Gives you ultimate accuracy. All right, let's go over the basic mechanics of a cast. Just like in a spinning rod, back cast, forward cast. Release your finger on the forward cast at about your 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Similar to spinning rod, as you go back is when you want to open the bail, and in this case is where you want to press the button. You press the button and you hold it with the thumb. That'll prevent the line from going out. And as you go forward to your 11 o'clock, that's about when you release the thumb and you start to feather the spool. You don't pick it up all the way. You just take the pressure off and just lightly feather that spool. Depending on how good you get, it's how far your cast will go. But it's all thumb control. So you go back, release the cast forward, feathering the spool with your thumb, and That's your basic mechanic. Baitcaster fishing is not about power. You're not trying to bomb that bait out there. Use a rod to load the bait and let it go. But ultimately, it's all thumb control. One of the other benefits of throwing a baitcaster is your gear ratio can be so much faster. So you can move a bait quicker. Most spinning reels are 5 to 1. You can get a baitcaster up to 10 to 1. So every time you turn that handle, you're pulling in that much more line. And so when you're trying to move baits quick, or you're trying to get your lure in fast to make the next cast, or if you're trying to pick up line to set the hook on a fish that's swimming towards you, that's really where the baitcaster shines. Well, I hope that helps you learn to fish a baitcaster. Now it's your turn to get out there and go catch some fish. Hey, so do me a favor, if you like these videos, smash that subscribe button, like and share our channel. Keep up to date with all the new content we put out on a weekly basis. See you next time.